Use the definition of a derivative to find f prime, first derivative, and second derivative. Given that f is 3x squared minus 5x plus 7, we know that the derivative of a function is defined by limit of f of x plus h minus fx all over h as h approaches to 0, okay, which is in our case limit h approaches to 0 of h on the bottom is a minus in the middle, so I'm going to put minus here, and fx, the second term, which is the whole function, which is 3x squared minus 5x plus 7, and this minus means negative 1. We need to distribute in a moment. Now we need to figure out f of x plus h. So here is the function, okay, this is a function which can be thought as f of input equals 3 times input squared minus 5 times input plus 7. Okay, so using that idea, f of, let me work here, f of x plus h, the whole thing as input, is 3 times input squared, so x plus h quantity squared, minus 5 times input x plus h plus 7. We basically replaced x throughout by x plus h, quantity x plus h. So let's simplify. 3x plus h squared means x plus h times x plus h. When we multiply, just FOIL, when we multiply, we're going to get x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. Okay, you just try here. Minus 5, so you distribute minus 5x minus 5h and plus 7. Now we need to distribute 3, so this is 3x squared plus 6xh plus 3h squared minus 5x minus 5h plus 7. Now we can combine like terms. 3x squared, in fact there are none, okay, all of them different, so we need to write all of them here. So 3x squared, I don't have enough room, so I'm writing small. 3x squared plus 6xh plus 3h squared minus 5x minus 5h plus 7. Now we need to distribute negative 1. That negative makes negative 3x squared plus 5x minus 7. So I'm going to do that here. So negative 3x squared, this negative becomes positive, and this positive becomes negative. Okay, now on the top we can combine several terms. Combine means when they are of the same sign, add, otherwise cancel or subtract. 3x squared positive, negative 3x squared. Negative 5x, positive 5x. Positive 7, negative 7. Okay, then we got 1, 2, 3 terms. In each term there is h. We can factor h out and cancel with the bottom. So from this one, limit h going to 0 of, from these 3 terms, h out, that leaves 6x plus 3h minus 5. Now after we factor h times quantity, so we can cancel. Okay, then now we can take the limit on this expression h0, just replace h0, that gives 6x plus 3 times 0, this is 0, minus 5, we didn't have to write that. That makes the final answer for first part 6x minus 5. Okay, that's f prime. But the question asks us to find second derivative as well. That means now we need to take this function and find its derivative using the same formula, and that's how we get second derivative. Okay, this is f prime. Now second derivative is just limit h going to 0 of this formula h. Instead of f, now we have f prime minus f prime, or we can rename this function as, let's say, g, and we can write g there. Okay, same idea if this bothers you. That's how we get derivative of this derivative function, that's second derivative, which is this function is simpler than the original function, so our work will be simpler as well. That is h minus this function. Okay, this function is here, f prime, just 6x minus 5. Now we need to evaluate f prime of x plus h. This is, let me write here, f prime. Okay, f prime of input is 6 times input minus 5. Now our input is x plus h, so this is 6 times x plus h minus 5, and this minus is borrowed from the formula. Now we need to distribute, minus means negative 1, so we distribute here and we distribute there. So limit h going to 0 of h on the bottom, this is 6x plus 6h minus 5 minus 6x plus 5. Now as usual we just simplify the top, cancel, that leaves just 6h over h. Now this 6 times h, so we can cancel h. Only 6, we don't have any h left, so just 6. So that's second derivative. So for this function 3x squared minus 5x plus 7, we got first derivative here, 6x minus 5, and we got 6 as second derivative. So let me write here, second derivative is 6. Okay, that's final.